Peace. What's going on, guys and goddesses? How you guys doing today? Sending out another video. This video is gonna be on Sigil magic. Basic things that you learn when you first start out on the path. So for you guys that's just now subscribing and that are just now starting your path, this is one of the most important tools that you have in your bag, man. And it's good that you're starting it now rather than later on along your path. I mean, you would have still came across it, but it's good that you're starting it now and you're learning it, the basic and fundamentals of symbolism, because everything around you is symbolism. You can't live without symbolism. You got tons of symbols in your place right now that you probably didn't even realize that the meaning or the definition or the power behind them. These things can be turned into a form and a battery of power for you if you know what you're doing. Okay. And so the methods that I'm about to teach you guys, just something quick and easy, is how to create your own symbols of power to draw upon, to create, manifest, and manipulate and mold your reality instead of it being molded for you by having those same symbols around you that you probably didn't even know that were symbols, right? But first, before I get started, got to give a shout out. You know who that is? You know what I'm saying? Ultimate God of Chaos right there, man. Gotta give, you know what I'm saying, the big ups to the big homie right there, you know what I'm saying? That energy there is big. Get into it. That's your shit, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the ancestors here, you know what I'm saying? Gotta give them theirs. There we go. All right. So yeah, sigils. What are sigils? Sigils are symbolized intents that you empower through symbolism to manipulate your reality. Okay, so there's a couple of different methods to create sigils. Sigils are created via a pictorial method. So you basically just draw a picture, like something like this. That could be turned into a power source. But when I showed you that, I'm pretty sure you had an idea and a definition of what that is. That's because that's what was told to you, what that symbol means. You know what I'm saying? You haven't come up with your own definition for it. So whereas you can utilize it for the power that it has been defined as, you can also, what I'm about to teach you is to create your own. So that's the first method. That's the pictorial method. The next one is okay. It's a numerological method. Okay, the numerological method is to create a sequence like that from 1 to 9, A to Z. Okay, so you see how it's got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and after I, you go down to 1, J, L, M, and so on and so forth. Okay, now say for instance you do a phrase like this, right? Because I know all you niggas want money. Okay, I want money. Okay, so you see that phrase, right? And then what you do is you'll come in and you'll say, okay, so I is 9. I have to actually write this out because I don't feel like doing it any other way. Okay, so we have 9. It's 5, 1, 5, 2, 4, 7. Okay. So see how I labeled that using the chart up above, right? So I actually did write it down. I had to in order to give this example. So you see how like there's duplicating numbers there. What you do then is you'll go through your phrase and you'll say, okay, 9, 5, 1, 5, 2, 4, 6, 5, and then 5, and then 7. So then you'll go through and you'll erase those duplicate numbers. You see what I'm saying? Because what you're doing essentially is you're excuse me, you're shortening the phrase to make it more palatable, for lack of better words, to make it into a sigil. Okay, so after you get rid of the duplicate letters, you have this. Okay, and if it's still too many letters, you could just basically just say, you know what, I'ma just, cross out A or whatever. You just do whatever you want from that point. At this point, then you just take the letters and then you create a symbol out of it, right? Bam, like that, and then here. And you want to make it something so abstract that your mind can't recognize it. It's just a symbol that you just basically have created out of your creativity. Because if you start to um, get too much into it, it takes the fun out of it. Bam. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna show you. This is what I created out of that phrase. See that? And so now what I would do is I would do whatever I want with it. I would burn it, I would flush it, I would tear it up, I would fucking do whatever I want with it, because at that point what you want to do is you want to release that energy to let it be stored into the unconscious mind so that your reality can then manipulate it without interruption, and project that and manifest in your reality. Okay, so another method that you can use is, what I like to do is I'll use this word here, for example, love, right? And then what I'll do is I'll visualize it. I'll look at it and I'll say, give me a symbol for it, give me a sigil. Boom, got it. And boom. And okay, boom. And that's another method. So I just looked at the word and I just basically talked to myself and I said, hey, give me a symbol, give me a sigil. And this is what came up. Now, next thing you want to do is you want to charge it. After you create your symbol, you just look at it and you visualize your intent. You visualize it. You put all that good emotion. Use good memories for energy. Use good energy. Use good memories. You push it into that symbol. You push it into that symbol. And then afterwards, you do this with it. You do that with it. You know what I'm saying? And then you just, like I said, you just toss it, do whatever you want with it. And then you just leave it and it manifests, okay? So yeah, take the time out, create your guys' own symbols, your own sigils. Have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you're charging it, you want to put as much energy as you can into that symbol. And you want to get it to where it reaches its crescendo, the highest peak. And as you are feeling that energy, that emotion, you know what I'm saying, that blissfulness, that ecstasy at its highest peak, then you want to cut it off. You want to just think about something else, because what happens is you charging it at the highest peak charges that symbol at its highest vibration. It can't go no higher than that if it's at its peak. And then what you do is you just, like I said, you just rip it up, you tear it up, you flush it down the toilet, you do whatever, and you release that energy. It has a higher chance of manifesting if you're at your highest peak of emotion, right? Using your five senses: visualization, smelling, taste, touch, feeling, whatever, right? Hearing, with that intent to visualize the entire scenario. And then if you were at the low period, remember you got your peak and then you got your trough. You never, well, I don't want to say you never, you want to just basically focus on the peak. No, right at the center, right at the peak, right at the peak, right there at the peak. And then you just want to just put everything you have into it and then just let it go and then leave it to manifest. Okay. And so yeah, that's basically it. A little bit of sigil magic, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of Baphomet today, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of offerings to the ancestors. And yeah, man, have fun with it. All right. See you guys on the other side. Peace.